Guys, welcome back to another video. It is your boy Monx, and today we're gonna be talking about, bro. I'm sorry to say this, but the hardcore FPS community slash commentary community are just like people within that space, man. Not everyone. I'm not talking about the content creators themselves. I'm really just talking about the people within those communities. Like I said, don't take this as a direct attack on the content creators. It's really more in tune with the people who watch those content creators. Those are the people who I'm talking about. And I'm sorry guys, but it's like every time a new game comes out, right? And it's like, I guess you'd say, quote unquote, overhyped, and then it fails to, live those expectations that people were really looking for in the game. Like, for example, you have Battlefield 6. A lot of people saying there's no revolutions, there's no naval combat, there's no, you know, there's other stuff, no server, no actual server browser that's not in Portal, etc., etc. There was a lot of features that, and no platoons and all that. There's a lot of features from older games that people wanted, or the little bird. There's just a lot of things a lot of people wanted from Battlefield 6, but they were just let down. And the only people who were like really hyping up the game, or well, I don't want to say Call of Duty haters, because I don't think they're Call of Duty haters. I'll just we'll use the word Call of Duty rejects, right? We'll use that word for this video, just for this video, right? And I'm not saying this as an insult or an attack, but that's what we can call them, COD rejects, right? They feel like Battlefield 6 is a game where they can use Battlefield 6 to beat on Call of Duty and Activision. And but at the same time, the double-edged sword is that EA, well, I mean, I'm not gonna start this whole debate about like who is worse, or EA or Activision. I mean, that's really personal. That's really a personal type thing. Like, which publisher has screwed you over the most? And you know all this type of stuff. So if you truly think Activision screwed you over the most, then hey, you do you, or EA, you do you. But people did the same thing with X Defiant, and this is coming from a guy who loved X Defiant. I love X Defiant, right? I miss X Defiant. I wish I could make X Defiant and Splitgate 2 content at the same time. If I was able to do that, oh Lord, we'll be living, bro. We'll be cooking and living at the same time. Man, that would be a great time to be alive. But unfortunately, Ubisoft wanted to destroy the game because their monetization in the first place was horrible. But I digress. Anyways, they're using Battlefield 6. The COD rejects are using Battlefield 6 to basically well, to basically make Battlefield 6 seem more better than it actually is. And I can say it because I've played the Battlefield 6 beta. I've only gone up to level 4. I didn't really play it as much. And I can say for a reason that Battlefield 6 isn't a good game as people say it is. It compares to Call of Duty, it might be. But you all, like, it's like this analogy. When you give someone just, it's like you keep serving people bad stuff, bad dishes, until you serve them a mediocre dish. They will see that mediocre dish as a masterpiece compared, listen to the words I say, compared to the bad dish. That's basically what Battlefield 6 is. I'm not trying to knock on Vince Zampella. He's a legend, right? Like, he has done a lot, right? He is the FPS veteran. That man's track record is unbeatable, right? But at the same time, we cannot ignore that not everyone can create straight up masterpieces. You just can't do that. Unless you're like, I don't know, like a legend or something, or you transcend the legend. I don't know. I don't know. You transcend the conceptual idea of a legend. I don't know, but I know this. No human can ever create straight up masterpieces back to back to back to back. You can't do that, right? I mean, that's virtually impossible. You will miss eventually. And that's just what I want to say in this video. Battlefield 6, I'm not saying Battlefield 6 is a bad game, not by any means. I think it's better than the games that have been released in the past few years, Call of Duty. But at the same time, Battlefield 6 isn't special. Like, I've been seeing like Battlefield content creators like Simon B and and other people within those communities or the Battlefield veterans. They're like, wait a minute, something's off about Battlefield 6. It doesn't have all these features, and it's just like, why is people overhyping this so much? Because Call of Duty has been so bad. That's the reason. Call of Duty has gone so down bad to the point where Black Ops 6 has just made people even switch to X Defiant, which I'm gonna say it again. I think X Defiant was a fun game, but it had a lot of issues, and the core gameplay wasn't comparable to Call of Duty. Like it wasn't in terms of fluidness and just like I'm talking about the core gameplay. I'm not talking about stuff like SBMM. I'm talking about like the core gameplay of what made Call of Duty in the first place. It is still a good gameplay formula. I don't think that's changing, right? It's not changing, and it's not bad. It's just the other things surrounding it. It's bad, right? But X-Defiant gameplay loop wasn't bad either. It's just that, I mean, it's X-Defiant, right? I mean, it was supposed to be a Call of Duty alternative. You can't An alternative will never beat the real thing, right? Regardless of how much it does. Now, don't mistake me for saying, oh, X-Defiant is bad and Call of Duty is good because oh, Call of Duty is just better and all this. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that a lot of people, what I'm talking about, and also here's another thing too, the people who, I'm not gonna call names or anything, but the people who it's a quote unquote Call of Duty rage bait, like I don't think they're rage baiters. I don't think they are, but people think they are. But what I want to say is that don't lie to yourself that you're going to play Battlefield 6. You're going to play both Battlefield 6 and Black Ops 7. You're not. T Dog Smitty made a video about like he was honest. I'm glad. I'm happy. He's honest. He literally said to his viewers that, "Hey man, I'm not like basically the whole video is basically of him being like Call of Duty is just what I'm known for, and this I just enjoy the gameplay loop of it better." Which, I mean, me too. I mean, I just prefer that arena shooter slash arcade shooter type madness. 4v4, 6v6, maybe 8v8 type madness. I'm not into that large scale battle. I don't know why people take that as an insult nowadays. Where I'm like, oh, you don't like large scale battles? Well, you're just a brain rot, small mouth Call of Duty, just sliding, butt sliding, maniac. Like, I don't know why that's an insult. I mean, that's just how I enjoy video games and all this. I'm more of an arena shooter fanatic than a large scale, all out warfare type dude, right? But really, what I'm trying to say here is that the people who said they're gonna play Battlefield 6, I doubt they're gonna even stay here for like barely a month, right? Maybe a month, maybe 2 months at max, I give it. But they're gonna come crawling back to Call of Duty because that's all. Like I said, that's all they play. That's all they know. uh, because that's all they consistently do is play Call of Duty. That's all. That's it. You're not gonna catch someone who's been complaining about Call of Duty yet still plays the older Call of Duties, meaning that you still have love for the franchise. And yes, we can get it. You want it to get better, but don't act like you're gonna switch to Battlefield 6 just because of the hype that game is receiving and that you're gonna stay on it. You're not, because the gameplay loop of Battlefield 6 is not for you. It's not. Stop pretending that it's for you. It's not. That is why I'm not even. Hey, I'm not even. I never even played a Battlefield game besides the Battlefield 6 open beta. That was it. I was like, yep, this is not for me. I just went straight back into Splitgate 2. I know a lot of people just be like, oh, you play Splitgate 2? Oh, well, you're a loser. That's the problem. Is the hate herd mentality. That's the problem. That's your problem. Oh, your favorite content creator's opinion is now yours. That's your problem. Once you start thinking for yourself, then life will be so much better for you. That's it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I'll see you guys later.